Good morning, dear student. Today in class 5 history, uh, the Indian Constitution, we will be discussing about the salient features of Indian Constitution. In my previous video, I had explained you what is the preamble, and this is the preamble I had read out. And today I will be taking up a detailed written constitution, another feature. That is, our constitution is one of the lengthiest constitution because everything is written in detail, everything is explained. So that is why it is one of the most detailed written constitution. It is also in a form of written in a book form. So our constitution is the lengthiest constitution. Okay, this word lengthiest constitution of the world. No other constitution has gone into such minute detail as the Indian constitution. So why our constitution is the lengthiest constitution? Because we have got every minute detail. Whatever is written in the constitution, it is explained in detail. Even small minute things are explained. So that is why the constitution becomes the lengthiest constitution. Originally, it was divided into 22 parts, 395 articles, and 8 schedules. That is when the constitution came into force. When did the constitution come into force? On 26 January 1950. 26 January 1950, the constitution came into force, and on that day we celebrate the Republic Day. Okay, so at that time when this constitution in 1958 came, it was having 22 parts, consisted of 395 articles and 8 schedules. Later on, 4 more schedules and 53 articles were added to it. Okay, so 4 more schedules, that means 8 plus 4, now we have 12 schedules. In present time, how many schedules are there? 12. And how many articles? So earlier 395 articles were there, 53 articles have been added. Okay, so you can add over here 53 articles, and so 395 plus 53 articles are present in the present situation. Our constitution makers did not want any portion of the constitution to be vague or unclear. So the makers of the constitution, the founding fathers of the constitution, they wanted to make the constitution crystal clear. There should be nothing vague or unclear. And for this only, they have explained every minute detail in the constitution have been explained. There have been as many as 100 amendments. Amendment means rectification, changes. Okay, some changes have been brought in the Indian constitution. So there's altogether 100 amendments or rectification or changes have been brought in the Indian constitution. So this is all about a detailed written constitution. Then another feature of the Indian constitution is that a sovereign, democratic and republic. Okay, if you see over here, it is written over here, if you see, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. Okay, so this is the word sovereign, then democratic and republic. Okay, these words are explained over here. So India has a democracy. Okay, so India is a democratic country and we have democracy. Democracy means rule of the people. That is, people directly or indirectly play a role in the governance of the country. In case of India, we elect our representative, and our elected representative forms the government, and the government runs the country. Okay, so indirectly, the people of India rules the country. So people of India elect their government. That is, we elect our representative and our representative forms the government. So the government is an elected government. So people of India elect their government at all the levels, because we have got 3 levels of government: the central government, the state government and the local self government. The central government is headed by the Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi. The state government, in all the states we have the state government, like in Jharkhand we have the Jharkhand government headed by the chief minister Hemant Soren, and local self government, that is the village panchayat or the Jila Parishad, okay, that is the local level government. So in all these three levels of government we elect our representative by the method of universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise means that all the citizens of India who have attained the age of 18 have been given the right to vote. All the citizens of India who have attained the age of 18 have been given the right to vote. This is universal adult franchise. This method ensures right to vote to all citizens without any discrimination. That is, under universal adult franchise ensures or gives freedom to every individual the right to vote. To all the adult citizens 18 years of age and above, they have been given the right to vote without any discrimination. That is, no discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste or gender. So all citizens are treated equal and they are given the right to vote. Then India is also a republic. Okay, this means that the head of the nation, that is the president, is elected by representatives of the people. Okay, so who is the head of the state? The president. And the president is elected for a fixed term, that is for 5 years. The president remains in office for 5 years. Who is our present president? Sri Ram Nath Kovind. Okay, he is our present president. He is elected for 5 years. Okay, once he completes the term 5 years, a new president will be elected. Like before him, APJ Abdul Kalam Azad was our loving president. Okay, he was elected for 5 years. So in this way, these presidents, they are elected by our representatives, that is our whom we elect, that is the MPs and the MLA. They elect the president, and president is elected for 5 years. Our president is not a hereditary ruler. Hereditary ruler means when the monarchical form of government, in monarchical form of government we have the hereditary ruler. That is, when the king die, his son will become the next king. So we don't have a hereditary. President is doesn't have any hereditary right. That is, after the president, his son will become the president. No, the president will remain in office for only 5 years, and then a new president is elected by our representative. So he is not a hereditary ruler like the British monarch or anywhere where the monarchical form of government is there. For example, in England, they have monarchical form of government. That is, when the king or the queen will die, his son or daughter will become the next monarch, next king. Did you understand? Very good. Okay, then till today we will discuss up to here. Read the chapter nicely. Okay, and prepare the inside questions and write them in your history copy. Okay, all these 22 parts, 395 articles, 8 schedule, 53 articles have been added, 4 more schedules have been added, 100 amendments have been done. What is universal adult franchise? Okay, what does the republic mean? Okay, what is the meaning of republic? So these 2 lines. So like this you have to write. Okay, thank you.